Hey guys, we're here for game number 1 of the Alpha Bill with Avacyn, Guardian Angel, and our Urza's Destiny update. If you're just now turning in, you might have heard that we were doing the Portals Through Kingdom things, but I went over in the deck tech what we're going on about, so we just went straight to Urza's Destiny, and we don't want to keep this hand. We want to mull this away. And not much better here. I'll probably ship this back. So today we're up against, let's see, this guy looks familiar. It's going to be Gave, Guru of Spores, Momorvig, Visionary, and Atheos, God of Passage. And we will have to mull that down to 6 cards. Unfortunate. Did I just click Keep? Oh my god, I just clicked Keep, didn't I? I did. Wow, that was a derpy-ass play. Probably the derpiest thing I think I've done. Like, the best I can do is hope that we top deck into any number of our stuff, you know? Yeah. Wow, I did not mean to keep this hand at all. I was going to go down to 6. And we are going to get wrecked so hard. I'm going to apologize to everyone if this turns out to be a non-game. Wow, such derp. Too much derp. Ow. Derp hurts. Yay, someone figured out how to trade. It's always good when you figure stuff out on the motos here. We don't want to stare at what's in people's graveyards. I really hope we get into like a tithe or something here. Or better yet, just keep this. No. Okay. Discard that Opal Archangel, I guess. There's Fertilid. This is gonna really suck. Oh, okay. Well, what are the odds that Fertilid would be nice enough to give us a land? He'd have to give us like 2 lands. And there's an Urborg. That's gonna be annoying. Having to instantly click. Although there was a thing that someone told me about that would let me just auto. Why? Yep. We're really gonna need something like an Oath of Allegiance to just catch stuff back up. Let's see, the Royal Guard's probably gonna go next. Oh well, I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. At least we... Oh, wow! Furla decided to help us out. Wow, what a standout guy. Okay, Weo gave a boon. Straight up, we owe him a boon. Like, Gabe is a combo king, and you don't want to actually kill stuff for him, from him. But, wow. Alright, Gabe gets a boon. Meanwhile, Momer Vig's ramping out over here. He's just, with all he did was play a pilgrimage, but he's already got the Thought Vessel and the Chromatic Lantern out too. So Gabe helping us out just a little bit there. Although if Gabe is, the combo king that we think he is, he's not going to really care too much if we have a land or not. We do have replenish, so we do get the option of pro white and pro black, lifelink, pro white and black. That is incredibly annoying for us, but we do get to cast Intrepid Hero now. Ooh, there we go. The Intrepid Hero can't hit the Blood Baron, though. And that's unfortunate. Let's see, Gabe's out. Alright. Hero's not going to hit Gabe. Peace treaty between Gabe and Avacyn right now. And that's honestly fine, because Momer Vig's going to be a bigger threat, right? With the way he's setting up. Momer Vig cannot be allowed to stay on the table. And yet there he is. But that Blood Baron has pro-white. That's really the most annoying part here. Now, if we could turn Intrepid Hero into some other color. The good news is that, moving Urza's Destiny up, I actually kind of had to look ahead to Mercury Mask and start getting ready for that. Start playing stuff out for there. And Distorting Lens is actually in there, so that's going to be really good for us. Because that's an effect I just keep wanting in this deck with Avacyn. But, let's see, I'm the only real viable target for Blood Baron right now, so I'm going to have to get punched in the face. And there's Elspeth. And we're still quite a ways away from just making guys. She comes down, she makes 3 1/1s. People didn't believe me when they said that Elspeth was going to be a great card. They said, "Oh no, she's way too slow. She's going to get." Guess Blood Baron's fine with eating a token. Oh, no. Gabe just took it. Interesting. It's pro white and pro black, but the Saproling can actually block it. Hey, there's a Grim Monolith. That helps out a lot. So now we have 4 mana available to us. And even though we could play Replenish and get back the Archangel right now, that's not going to be the smartest thing we can do. Instead, we're just going to go ahead and pass the turn. Okay, so the Ewit gets back Fertilid. That's fine. Honestly, Intrepid Hero is gonna have to hold off on anything else that wants to hit us. Playing the Fertilid. Okay, that's why he was. Let's see, Gabe is taking care to remind us that, you know, he helped us out. So don't take this as an opportunity to kick Gabe when he's down, when he's vulnerable. So nothing like a little confirmation to say, hey, no, we're cool. Intrepid Hero might be looking at Gabe funny, but we're gonna leave him alone for now. Although, truth be told, you shouldn't have played the Fertilid anyway, because you do need the ability to make instant speed tokens, and Fertilid has no value unless you can just pop him right away. You can go ahead and play him early, because you can go land drop, and then be able to use his ability twice. Oh, there's a Mazavith. They got tapped for mana for some reason. We will have 6 mana up next turn. So that helps us out a lot. Make sure we use it wisely, though. Quarter Calling for 3. If it's for 3, it's going to be a small utility creature, right? Yeah. Let's see. Ah, it's Omnath. Okay, yep. And Intrepid Hero's got her eye on someone. So as soon as Omnath gets big enough, you can bet Intrepid Hero is going to be after that. Although if he can spend the mana at instant speed, that actually fizzles the Intrepid Hero's ability. So then we've got Athreos over there coming out with Sidisi, so she's probably going to exploit one of the soldiers. If nothing else... Oh, there's a Mystic Snake. Let's see. I think he revealed the top cover of his library then and is then searching. That's backwards, right? Like if you want to cast both of them, then you usually want to search, put on top, then reveal. So Terra Stomper can't be countered, and it's at 8/8. Okay. Grand Abolisher. Probably should have let off with that, don't you think? Although it does say during his turn, I can't activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. Yep, Athreos coming in, and so is Blood Baron. They're not happy. Our turn, and we've got Mishra's Workshop. So that does actually tap for its own colorless. We could get Avacyn out, but I don't really see the value in putting her out there just yet. And we do have the Grim Monolith, but I don't know that I want to use it just to get out the Royal Guard. So we're going to continue just taking a wait-and-see approach. Because Intrepid Hero can't touch Athreos. Can't touch Blood Baron. We'll just keep her open so that Omnath can't get too big. Let's see. Armorcraft Judge. Whenever it enters the battlefield, draw a card for each creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it. Like Gave and Fertilid. Oh, alright. Nice little 2-for-1 there. Let's see. So I guess this is more of a counters deck? I mean, that is kind of a 3-mana ramp a spell out. Not quite Cultivate. Let's see then. This week we've got the Commander Precons coming out. And I for sure have to get the Chaos deck. Since I'm reviewing that one for the show. Let's see, and if you guys are watching this on the general public's YouTube, then that means that today is the day that the Commander decks actually came out. Which will be nice for you guys. I work at the shop so I can get mine as soon as we open the store. More passing his turn. Passing his turn? Well, he only has 3 cards in hand. And with Intrepid Hero out, that kind of makes sense. Let's see, he's still on main phase too, so he can actually do something. He's just not attacking with anything. Let's see. That's a lot of blue. Explicitly doing blue so that he doesn't accidentally make Omnath bigger. 10? Jin-Cataxius! Okay. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Well, no, he's still gonna draw 7 cards. There was nothing that can actually be done at that point. It was basically just a 10 mana draw 7. And let's be real here, that's all you really need Jin-Cataxius to do. I was hoping there would be some way to actually do that. Like I could say at the end of the second main phase or something like that, I guess. Although all those soldiers that Elspeth's making are really going to get in there now. Okay. We're getting punched for 4. Well, we could always use Righteous Fury and get rid of that Blood Baron. Let's see, as long as you have 30 more life and the opponent has 10 or less life. I always want to use Blood Baron. So I guess just, yeah. Why is Omnath blocking? Just things I don't understand. Let's see, there's Crystal Chimes. So we could use that to get the Archangel back. That wouldn't be the worst use of it. But still not the best use. Let's go ahead and just keep holding on. I could cast Catastrophe, just wipe the board. Again, not the best thing to do. So let's go ahead and pass the turn. I don't want to use Crystal Triumphs just to get back Opal Archangel. Alright, so now we're up to Gave, who casts Paralyze. Alright. I'm letting this go for now. But if we see Enchantment Destruction, guess what it's going to get used on? Man. Indra's probably just itching to take off Gabe's head right about now. Like, he's been there for like 2 turns completely vulnerable. And now we have a Momorvig with all that mana to work with. Let's see, that's a lot of green. 9 mana, it's going to be what? Gen Wave? Let's see, let the Tooth and Nail. Yeah. Resolves. We have Swords to Plowshare, so if they're trying to go infinite... Vorinclex and Ulamog. Yeah, that's not going to work. Let's see. Worldly Tutor. You know what? Fine with Worldly Tutor. Momorvig seems to have forgotten that Intrepid Hero's out here. He's like, oh, Intrepid Hero could take care of Vorinclex, but can't deal with Ulamog. So, let the Worldly Tutor resolve. And it's going to be a Mass Admirers. But Momorvig doesn't have any way to give him haste. There's an Unknown Shores. Tapping for green. Field, draw a card. Probably should have done that beforehand. Oh, what's this? Let's see. Yeah, I'm playing another game. Looks like someone decided to see shift control tab. Was it shift or control tab? Alt tab. There we go. Okay. Gabe was trying to private message us that they had a Grave Pact to deal with Ulamog, but too late. Besides, I'd rather exile Ulamog than let the sack thing happen. I'm not one for, doing private messages between two players anyway. Let's see. Although that Scootmog's going to start getting big. Good thing we got Intrepid Hero to just lop everything off. Good on her. Like, she's killed Jinkataxius, Vorinclex. She's the real hero of Mirrodin. She just killed 2 Predators. Good for her. Although, hopefully, Athreos will kind of... There we go. What, you not going to swing with your army of 9/9? Of 1/1s? Whew. Alright, there's our 4th land. So now we can afford to... play the Royal Guard, and then we'll drop Avacyn down next turn. Let's see. We'll be overpaying for Avacyn, but we'll have the Grim... I guess that's as good a use for Grim Monolith as any. Athreos is asking for card draw. Marshal Coup. Ah. You see, this is the kind of thing that makes me cry a little bit inside. And we're just going to F6 through that. Marshal Coup is really, really good. And it's the kind of card that we will probably actually want in this deck, because it does help us come back on board state. We do already try and generate a lot of mana to pay for Avacyn's effect. The Wrath. Yeah, I can't see a reason why we wouldn't want to play Marshal Coup going forward. Now we've got all this Athreos stuff going on. Now, of course, a lot of those were tokens, so... Let's say, I think Bloodbaron was the only real... Bloodbaron and Grand Arbiter were the only real cards that... Let's see, Grand Arbiter. So that one you might probably want to take the 3 on. Yeah, it's letting you know which ones are tokens and what the target card is. But now, 16 soldiers on the board. Morvenvig still has 6 cards in hand. Don't count that out. Still, though, really, really happy with the Intrepid Hero thus far. Killing both Vorinclex and Jinkataxius. Ace. Although, it would have been nice to, just be able to continue killing stuff off here. Although Morvenvig is apparently teaming up with Athreos here. And there's a Consecrated Sphinx. Yeah. And we lost our Royal Guard to boot. And there's a clone. You couldn't have No. Yeah, more Vig is going down. And more Vig decides to laugh at his own jokes. Yeah, this is a pretty big. In response to the clone, I could have Intrepid Hero, killed the Consecrated Sphinx. Would have been real good, lots of fun. Athia is going with the instant speed Divine Retribution, though. So, 2 board wipes in a row. And there's Bruna getting back a human or an angel. Probably Grand Arbiter? Yeah, it gets back Grand Arbiter. So there's Bruna. Giselle can't be that far behind. Let's see. I don't disapprove of putting all 3 cards here, since that isn't really relevant information. With the Grand Arbiter out, we'll have to remember to do things at the end of Momer Vig's turn. There's a Wasteland. And nothing I really want to hit right now. It does give us 6 mana, though. So, why don't we just... I want to play Avacyn. At the same time, what do we actually have to fight anything with? We're just going to go ahead and pass the turn. We don't have any way to help Avacyn push, so we're just going to keep Avacyn back and rely on Catastrophe and Righteous Fury to help keep the board clear if it looks like we're about to die. Oh, there's a Grave Pact. Oh, that's right. Gabe actually did warn us about the Grave Pact, so playing Avacyn would actually just have been a waste of tempo. So far it looked kind of like a standard Gave control league kind of deck. Still wish I had a black-white commander I would want to play. Honestly, I feel like I just want to play a black-white angel that isn't what's her face? Savra? Maybe. Catacomb Sifter comes into play with an Eldrazi Scion, and whenever a creature you control dies, you scry 1. And then doubling, of course, Parallel Lives gives 2 Scions. It's pretty good. Momer Vig, though, he's going to cause us problems. Right now, we're just going to have to keep our cards close to the vest, and hope that things just kind of work out. Looks like they're going ham on the board again. I'm really just holding this Wasteland until Morvenvik drops a Guy's Grave, because you know someone's going to have like a Guy's... Yeah... Praetors Council. I don't have anything to use on that. We couldn't get the Tormod's Crypt in time. Now, granted, using Grave Pact for Ulamog would have Helped out a lot. Actually, you know what? The Paralyze is already out there. He's going to play Gabe next turn, so the board's already controlled. Yep, let's see. Hold on to replenishing Crystal Chimes, because they're not doing a whole lot. Same kind of goes for our Argavian Find. We have a lot of ways to recycle the stuff, but we don't have anything worth getting right now. So right now, Catastrophe and Righteous Fear are the only cards in our hand. And you don't really play out Avacyn when all you have are Wraths. Or when there's a Grave Pact out. So we've got some targets we need to hit. Heliod! Everyone has to sack a creature for some reason. Let's see, I'll play out whatever enchantments I get, for sure. There's no reason not to when I haven't replenished in my hand. I could always play a moat, and that would keep the big scary things from hitting us. Then there's 6 mana. Helios just going to make a token? That seems like a waste. At the very least, you don't do it right when your opponent has a token. Atheos does not seem like a great player, sorry. Cloud Chaser Eagle, that is one I want to play to get rid of that Grave Pact, but we need that Grave Pact out. Could get rid of the Parallel Lives. Let's hold on to Cloud Chaser Eagle for now. More wait and see, which I don't really like. But we can't actually afford to let Gabe lose pieces that he'll need to deal with Momorvig. Because Momorvig has 16 freaking cards in his hand and no max hand size. And a tooth and nail. So we're just gonna let Gabe have as much power as he needs. Let's see, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's too much. I was trying to think if there was a way for us to just wasteland something of Momorvig's. And there's Garrick, okay. Garrick's gonna make some beasts. That's the other thing too. Is unless he's comboing off, we don't actually mind him having a lot of creatures because we can just wrath him away. Let's see then. Here comes that tooth and nail. I'm just going to F6 through this turn. Because we're not really holding up our Argavian Find for anything. And Wasteland doesn't have any true targets right now. And we need the lands. At least he's not going to get that Ulamog back. So that's something. Yeah, so there's Tooth and Nail entwined. So he's going to search for his deck for 2 more creatures. But realistically, he's going to drop Vorinclex and Jin-Cataxius. And then I'm just going to end up playing Catastrophe. Unless the Scion can actually die before then. You can have double mana, or you can draw more cards. It's really about it. He needs another way to sack creatures, too. I still don't know why he sacrificed the sap when he knew Tooth and Nail was coming up. So, Moravig is going to have to make a choice. Vorinclex or Jin-Gitaxias. Obviously, you get rid of Vorinclex because Jin-Gitaxias is just going to draw you a fresh 7. And you have no maximum hand size, so why not? When we get the Scars at Mirrodin, we are adding in Elish Norn. Like, there's no reason not to. And, oh dear lord, 10 mana? I didn't even see that happen. So, yeah, this seems slightly botched in terms of control. Vorinclex and Jin-Gitaxias. That's a really tough duo to beat because they just feed into each other. Mormar's floating 10 mana, but he still has to pick one to die. Now he's thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, he can float all the mana he wants, but then he's tapped out. Okay, so he does decide that he's losing Vorinclex. Let's see, and there's a Crozen Verge too. So, Jin-Gitaxias, unless someone has removal, is going to draw Moravig another 7 cards, which means this is effectively a 3v1. And I really don't want to lose cards in my hand, so I will Catastrophe. Yeah. Also, worth note that apparently Moravig is less than 20 minutes left, but the rest of us are still sitting about half an hour. So Moravig better learn to pick up his pace a little bit. Now he's working with half mana. Four, 5. So, what's he cloning? He's cloning what? Can't clone Jin-Gitaxias. I guess you clone Catacomb Sifter? Ah, there's the Mortify. Yeah, bad decision there, bruh. As soon as you put down counter spell magic. So once again, the Tooth and Nail fails to win the game. Clone really is just going to be like a Catacomb Sifter, though. And Moravig just scoops. They're done. So, okay then. We don't have to deal with Moravig anymore. He had an overwhelming advantage and just decided that he wasn't having any of that. Alright, we've got Mom. So, we can start doing some things now. The first thing we need to do is get a bird out there. We need to get the bird. Whew. Alright, so then we're going to pop that Great Pact. It's too good. Then we've got Mom out. And we'll pass the turn after that. I keep wanting to put Crystal Chimes out there to not lose tempo. But again, there's not really anything we would want to get out from there. So Mother of Runes can go ahead and come out, can protect when Avacyn comes out next turn. Yeah, that's Avacyn's mom. It's not really into Harry though. Duplicant, that's annoying. I've got nothing against on that. Duplicant's going to eat Mother of Runes. Oh no, it's eating the Cloud Chaser Eagle. Okay, Cloud Chaser Eagle just got exiled. It's a 2/2 bird. There's a Mimic Vat. Things are about to get really ugly. There's a Mycoloth. Didn't eat anything. Is it anything? Yeah, it's going to eat a bunch of tokens. Just eats all that stuff. And, putting the Mimic Vat in with the Duplicant, that's gross. Yeah, we've got to start getting answers now. Let's see. How do we do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We would still need one more just to be able to... Ah, Jesus. Gabe is firmly taking over things now. There's survival of the fittest. We need to get rid of that Paralyze, that Mimic Vat. We've got a lot of things we need to get rid of now. Because as long as that Duplicant's available, Avacyn's not going to do anything. She's just going to get impersonated. 10 mana? What's Athena's doing with 10 mana? Making clerics, I guess? Exile the bird, though. It's gonna that does keep us from letting bird die and then getting it back. Sign in Blood. Atheus has plenty of life. And let's see, Graveyard just got filled up. Ashnod's Altar, yep, this is infinite. We have infinite shenanigans over in Gabe. Gabe needs to die now. Let's see. Yeah, I can say that's actually fine. And just let's get Garrick die. Wouldn't be surprised if there's something about that. Okay, so Enlightened Tutor doesn't help us right now. We could cast Catastrophe, blow up all the things, and then what? Not a whole lot. So, tell you what. We'll bite the bullet to three sources of black. how much black this gave you actually end up using. Not a lot. Yep, we have to deal with Gabe now. I mean, I guess we could have just catastrophe destroyed all the lands, but then Michaeloth just takes over everything. So we've got 16 creatures coming out. Intrepid Hero's dead. Can't kill off the Michaeloth. Mimic Vat says that we can't actually just get any creatures out right now. Discard Micaeus. Yeah, Gabe's gonna combo off. There's nothing we can do about it. Just didn't draw anything that we could actually use to help us out. So unless Athreos has an answer in one of his 2 cards in hand, that's going to be the way the game goes. I'm just going to F6. Like, there's something to be said about Mom being able to block Michaeloth and, you know, go green or whatever. Norn, yeah, this game's over. Well, no, if all he's doing is Elish Norning, then it's not over quite yet. Elish Norn is incredibly powerful. So this is the 3rd Praetor we've seen today. And Gabe still has like 7 cards in hand. We can't really afford to use our wasteland because we need the lands. So someone's getting punched for 14. Yeah, it's going to be Athreos. We're going to use this Enlightened Tutor probably to grab Aura of Silence. See, we can get rid of those. We gotta get rid of the Paralyzed, but the Mimic Vat's also really annoying. Let's see. Creature Wrath. I'm okay with that. I mean, worst case scenario, we could use Replenish to get back Aura Silence and kill both of these things, but then we have to be able to kill the Survival of the Fittest too. Well, Archangel Ties does something. That's a pretty good card. Let's see, I guess there's also Crystal Chimes. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Let's see, you can exile the Archangel. Heliod turns off. Oh, yeah, because Paralyze is still a thing. Am I about to just do the jankiest thing I can think of? Please don't make this another way. Oath of Lieges, Land Tax, Flickering Ward, Imperial Armor, Divine Transformation, or Silence is the only. Sarah's Liturgy would be way too slow. Tormod's Crypt would deal with everything that's in the graveyard, but not everything that's on the field. Aura of Silence is literally the only card I can think of right now. Well, we do have our Guardian Find, so I guess that helps. So we need to pop it for the artifacts. We've got 1, 2, 3, 6 mana if we really need to do it. Almost have to. Then what then? Crystal Chimes, Aura of Silence again. We could also go Replenish to get rid of the Survival of the Fittest, but then at least the Opal Archangel open to Mimic Vat. So also puts the Opal Archangel into our hand. Any point in a storm. Jank-ass plays are jank-ass, but we do what we have to. Ah, there's an Aura Shards. Joke's on you, my Grand Monolith is tapped. Let's see, whenever a creature is play, you may destroy target enchantment or artifact. So there's Divine. Let's see, what's a Divine Formation? It's Increased Devotion, that's what it is. Yeah, Grim Monolith's gone. Not surprised there. Although it does give us a little bit of a ramp combo with Argavian Find. Nah, because it makes 3 mana, we would have spent 3 mana. Although we do have the Mishra's Workshop, so that helps out. Gotta get rid of that Mimic Vats so that we can get Avacyn out there. Oh my god! Evolutionary Leap 2? What the actual hell? Don't think I won't do that. Don't think I won't do it. Don't think I won't. Let's see, so it's going to be 8 mana. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield and control, if it's a 1/1, it gets 2 1/1 counters. It's pretty good. Blech. Let's see what Atheos has for his last 2 cards. Alright, so I'm Nixless. We're going to plus and draw. Hopefully draws into an answer for the enchantments and the Mimic Vat. These are the big 3 things that we have to deal with. Vindicate destroys the Mimic Vat. Okay, so that's good. That's going to get rid of the creature problem. So we can actually focus on playing creatures now. Alright then, so... Aura Shards isn't going to do a whole lot. We can get out Evolutionary Leap, though. And Plains is exactly what I wanted to see here. Alright, so let's think this through. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pips if we wanted to do it both like that. So we can use our Guardian Find, cast Aura of Silence, kill the Evolutionary Leap. Yeah. But he can go ahead and just do it all anyway, so that's kind of annoying. Let's see, Aura of Silence. We can cast Replenish, pop it, try something else. The Opal Archangel's right here, too. So, would like to get that down. Let's go ahead and just make things difficult on him, I think. Let's see, I don't want to just... all the enchantments to get back. Our Guardian Find... for Crystal Chance would be more of a chaining type thing. I think what I just need to do is bite the bullet and play. Avacyn's probably the better option. But we also need to slow down, make sure that just a bunch of stuff doesn't actually come down. So... yeah. We're just going to have to bite the bullet. As much as I'd love to grab like any of those sweet artifacts or anything like that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, cast our aura. And then we're going to wasteland. Kind of got to get rid of the Urborg. Something's telling me to get rid of that Urborg at all costs. Well, maybe not all costs, but I have a strong inclination to get rid of that. So, I guess that does make him pay attention to what black sources he uses. There's Sigil Captain. Let's see, do I get rid of Aura Shards or do I get rid of Evolutionary Leap? Get rid of Evolutionary Leap. He doesn't need to draw more cards. I have recycled this thing a small handful of times already, so the usefulness of Aura Silence is proving very potent. Flashing back, increasing devotion. Okay. Everything's just going to kind of incidentally get big. Okay. Of course, with the Aura Shards, we can't actually put out Opal Archangel. See, the problem is, this isn't even, like, the best thing to actually put out, except for the fact that this is 30 right here. And that's enough to just dome us to dead if everything swings out. We can replenish and use the Aura Silence. But I really, really don't want to have to do that unless we need to. Yep. Swinging 4 guys at Ob, so Ob can't destroy the Rhino. Meanwhile, Athreos can't draw a card off Obnick's list fast enough. There's Gravedigger. Going to get back... What, Archangel of Ties? Righteous Fury's just a tad awkward at the moment. Oh no, it's Sidisi. Yeah, exploit the Gravedigger. Okay. Athreos has been trying to extort Gave all game. If we just get a Tormod's Crypt, I'd feel a lot better about all this being in Gave's graveyard. I'm happy with the way that we've been able to get a lot of value out of just the one Aura Silence, though. If we need to, we'll use Replenish to get it back. I like the chance to throw something else out there, though. So... I guess I'll cast Opal Archangel if I don't have anything else. We've got 6 lands out. And I just realized how fricked I am by blowing up that Urborg with a Mishra's Workshop counting as a 6th land. I done fucked up bad. I done fucked up real bad. Like you don't even know. Oh, the irony. The irony of my horrid misplay. I could actually just be dead right now. The only hope is if a creature comes out. Oh, nope. Nope, this actually is just straight murder now. I completely messed up by getting rid of that Urborg. It's not even a question. I completely fucked that up. The mulligan and the decision to blow up the Urborg. Because that says back 2 whole mana. There were no creatures cast. Yeah, we messed up. And that's the game, guys. Sorry about that. You guys deserved better. So let's go ahead and go into game number 2.